Good morning, everybody. This is second recording for this morning, Saturday, August 12th, 2023, about 8:16 a.m. As y'all know, I've been up for a little bit, not very long, maybe about an hour now. Had a chance to get some good sleep. And you guys know I need your love and support. So, um, I'm just looking through my messages now. If you guys remember Cindy, the nice lady that I met that had the camper bike trailer and all of that, she said, and I said that she's probably the feds. She got a ride to Columbus, and she was just updating me on some of the things, and she shared some beautiful pictures with me. She's in Columbus now. There's a dam there, and she shared a picture of me, no, with me of the dam. I would share it right now, but it would take too much because it's on my phone, and I'd have to, you know, push it out there. And right now ain't the time, but we'll share it later. Maybe we'll share it on the AOG website, which is the Art of Good Incorporated, which is a small organization that I'm trying to get up off the ground. If you scan the QR code, it'll go to the website. It is under construction. There's a lot that I want to add to it, such as resources, such as gun violence, such as day-to-day interactions, such as the trafficking. Um, the trafficking module, the cars to watch out for that are actually trying to pick up women that they think belong to the homeless shelter and so forth, and trying to manipulate them. Also being aware of churches, and interactions there. So a lot of different things and resources. The resources are important, and churches are some of the resources. Churches are not perfect, you guys. So when you go there, you're looking for individuals that are there to do God's work. Um, Recently, I got caught up in something where I said I would never become a quote unquote member of a church, but membership has its perks. But then we also want to be mindful about what is being done to us. That we're not just, it's the same thing. That membership has its perks, and then you join, for the membership, but then you're being pushed all this way. And I'm realizing, as an older person and watching how it's manipulated and handled, that it's almost kind of cultish like, because you're told, do this, take off your clothes, do this, that. And you're just doing what they're telling you to do, but you're not cognizant. And a lot of times people are like that in church. The pastor tells you to get up and stand up and clap, you stand up and clap, but you're not listening to what's going on. You're not there to really edify your soul. So that's something that we need to change. We need to make a connection from the community to the church, because the church outreach into the community is just for them to get their nonprofit kudos. They'll hand out a backpack here, some food here, and then they call it a day. They have all of these resources. I've been going to a particular church for over a month, and from just looking at me, they could tell that I was indigent, but they didn't use that to say, hey, here are some resources. They used it to talk about talk about me, because they made it very obvious that after the membership thing, people were, somebody actually walked up to me, offered me a job in her hiring, knowing that I don't, but we'll talk about all that. We're gonna get it together, because the thing is to build love. It's not to slander anybody, not to make anybody. It's to build love and to make us stronger, whether it be individually, corporately, or whatever. So all of those things we're looking at. I happen to be looking through my messages, and that's why I said that. Update on the mentor thing. Again, that portion, even though that person says the door is still open, that portion is absolutely closed off. It's not there. Um, but I still continue to ask, pointed questions via text. But I think that even that at this point needs to be taken somewhere else. So it's always good to have more than one resource. When God closes the door, it's because it has given you what is needed, which was to get me jump started, to build just a tad bit of confidence, to say that, hey, I can get this door open. I can get my foot in there. Now I got to find others that may be in the same role or similar, that are willing to help. And I believe in myself that I can definitely build those relationships. Um, with the church thing on Wednesday, that's a whole thing that it needs to be taken seriously. I need to put something together. Just like when I presented at the meeting, the person that I was, you know, someone told me that, you probably only have like 3 minutes, right? And I was like, and I started to doubt, but no, it only took me a minute and 45 seconds. I was filling up the rest of the space. So when you have things together, and that's how I always am, just like when I was at that First Baptist church thing, and, the guy was just like trying to bamboozle me or whatever, and I was just like, hey, can you give me 60 seconds to speak? It would have taken less than that, but he didn't give me 20. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give me any. But that's the thing. We're learning to build our confidence. We're learning to, make our voices heard. Because the things that we ask as people that are part of these populations that I talk about, there are general things that the general public is allowed, but we've learned to abase ourselves to the point that we don't even allow ourselves to be afforded that. And it made me question my self-respect back to the church thing when, they're telling me I'm letting this man put his hands on me, not just put his hands on me, but baptize me, put his hands on me, put me in some dirty water, have me take off all of my clothes, and yeah, they don't tell you anything. They just tell you this, that, and the other, and you're like, what? But if I'm willing to do that, to go into a building with a bunch of people that I know the majority, that these certain key people that are in these roles that are supposed to be administering this function do not like me, have not heard me, have not taken a personal interest in me, is ushering me up these stairs, take off, no, and if I'm willing to do that, it made me question myself. If I'm willing to go somewhere where we're fully dressed and supposed to be good and proper on whatever night, and then end up with all my clothes off and somebody's little thing, it's just, it makes me question, my integrity out here and how easy I am to be pushed or manipulated towards a certain thing, and then say a whole bunch of things that ain't true that could lead to speculation. Oh, do you confess all of your sins and you don't want to be? I never had an issue with that. I talk to God daily. Me and God, y'all know, I have this talk with God daily, whatever my issues are, so the church can speculate. These are my issues: stars, sexuality, truth, aging, responsibility, reality, and religion. Bringing it into religion. Religion is not an issue for me. I'm not religious. I believe in God. The second portion of that, clutter. If you have the appearance of a hoarder or anything looks like hoarderism, I need to talk to you. I admit all my things and put it out there because we need to get together as Christians or as good people or as people in general that's about something and work together to help, resolve our issues. And slight profanity. That's my other one. So, hey, we're going to get it together. I'm going through my phone right now because I'm trying to get rid of all the stuff that I don't need. Today, events that are going on today, I posted it on the screen. This is something I'm definitely going to go to. If you see me out there, say hey, or you can just look at me. It don't matter. But if you say hey, I'd appreciate it. And give me a hug. I need a hug. My name is Maria. But anyway, they're having that out there from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's definitely my vibe. Hopefully the food is good. I think there's vendors, so you have to pay for it, But hey, and other things, Christian artwork. If you can scan the QR codes, it'll take you to various items that I have for sale that, of course, I originally designed. What you see in the white space is a design that I'm doing for one of these makeshift resumes. We're multitasking. We're making resumes and we're making designs and we're making merchandise at the same time. So that's what we're doing. If you live in my beautiful city of Valdosta that I love dearly, that I think is so beautiful, that God put me in a situation where he's just like, you're not going anywhere. I still think it's a beautiful city. I've had some hard times, but it's okay. Check out the City of Valdosta shirt, and when you go out to Valdosta functions, represent, baby, represent. I love you, right? What else do I need to know? So Philadelphia is giving low-income parents $500 monthly through a guaranteed income program. So that's pretty interesting. And talking about indiscretions, I'm not going to talk about this. I'll leave that alone. But yeah, so we're going to get started. I'm going to have my music going on to keep me motivated. Let me make sure I erase everything. So yeah, this person, and let me tell you, trust your instinct. People say paranoid, whatever. Trust your instinct. If a person's not interested, if if that's not, but always have more than one source. And remember to appreciate the gift that God gives you. Sometimes it's a moment, sometimes it's longer than that. Me, I have moments. I might have, I have moments, which is good, because I need those. God's telling me I'm sufficient on my own to do these things. I told you about our friend Cindy. This is the other option I'm considering. She's texting me as we speak. Somewhere I never used it though. This is the other option that I'm considering, maybe a little short for it. What is this? She's working on making some, she's working on making something for her bike. Like you see the satchels on the back. I can't even see it. What is it? It's a sew on toggle. Yeah, I like that. I do like that, so that's nice. Moving on. All right, so let's move on here. You get out of here, and then we're going to get out of our messages. Let me make sure we have the messages that I just sent to Cindy, and then I sent one to another girl that I met recently. But let's get out of these messages. I don't need those right now. Let's get out of my kick because that ain't nothing but trouble. I don't know if it's really trouble. You know, trouble can be a help sometimes. I don't know, but I need to get out of the kick. So I'm out of there because I'm under my interesting account. So, and then we had where I was in heat. Let's move, let's move these things off of my screen because I don't need that. Um, and then we can also close Chrome out completely. YouTube, we close YouTube out. My personal text messages. That is where I indeed sent. Is this my personal text? It is my personal text. Oh, but I'm in the phone call section. Did I call somebody? I hope I didn't call somebody by mistake. I don't think so. But if I look at the call details, I'll probably be sad to know. Yeah, this is the person that called me last night. That can go. I didn't have any phone conversations last night, by the way. Whisper can go. Black can go. Okay, so everything is clear, so I can turn my Pandora on. And I'm so sorry that I can't share my music with you on here. But if you guys want to share music, let me know. And, I can set up a Zoom and y'all can listen to music and see everything. But in place of that, right now, you will hear bad singing occasionally as I sing along with the music. Tell you everything that's on the screen. I think I did tell you about everything that's going on, except over here you see this little mini portion of a spreadsheet. That's basically what I'm supposed to be doing. So what I'm doing, so you can track kind of what I'm doing along with the day, is to help keep me accountable as well. What time is it? So we are vlogging. So let's tell the truth about that. That's what we are. We're vlogging. Once again, vlogging. And then I am going to try to find something to wear and then take a shower so that, you and I, YouTube and I, do not have to look at this because this is pretty interesting to look at, So pick out what to wear. And so that's where we are. So it's going to be kind of interesting because I'm going to have a fanny pack on once I find it, walking around here. What is that, a stain? It is. It's from the spaghetti from last night. Yes, I put that back on this morning. But actually, I think, because I don't want to walk around like that right now, I'm going to turn the background music all the way up. I don't know if you can hear me. Let me check and see if I can be heard over that music because I don't know how loud that music actually is. Oh. Okay, let me see. Library. I don't know how to get to my thing because I can't see my screen. Okay, here we go. Oh, it can be heard. Actually, you can't hear the music up at all. I'm going to test and see how loud I want to make the music. I think about halfway through, if I need to talk, would be okay. Actually, I'm not picking up. We're doing a sound check. That's what I'm doing. So let's change that. think that, oh, maybe I should. Well, y'all can't see what I'm listening to, really. I don't want to broadcast it right now, but all right. So now close for today. I still, you know what? I didn't have my fanny pack last night. I'm trying to figure out where my fanny pack is. Do I have pockets on this dress? I do. Good. And this is not really a dress, it's a robe, but it's okay. Things will work out if you see. Now it hurts so bad. It feels so bad. But tomorrow rains with laughter. Need to know it's gonna be okay. Love and us. And somehow I need things will work out, just you. It's okay, it's okay. Into my life. Ooh, this is. Maybe up inside, you thought I was to die for. Sacrifice your life so I can be free, so I can be whole, so I can tell everyone I know. So you came into my life, I was afraid. So you cleaned me up inside, I was to die for. I can be free, so I can be. This can be washed again. Ah, my fanny pack, how about that? Saving. So you came into my life, you thought I was worth living. So you cleaned me up inside, you thought I was to die for. You sacrificed your life so I can be free, so I can be whole, so I can tell everyone I know. How changed my life. I'll praise you. I'll praise you. I'll praise you. Woo. Hallelujah. Saved my life. I'll praise her forever, 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 forever. What I'm trying to do is get through all my clothes. So I am home. I can tell everyone I know. Came and changed my life. You thought I was worth giving. Bring me up inside. You thought I was to die for. I was to die for. Thought I was to die for. Sacrificed my life so I can be free. Here's my charger. I can be free, I can be whole, I can tell everyone I know. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Oops, the camera got knocked over, so we're a little. God provides. I love this song. It's called God Provides. I think it's Tamala Man. And there's a young lady that goes to a church, one of the churches that I attend, and her voice, whoo-wee. I could imagine her singing this song. I would love to hear her sing this song. But I showed her the recommendation for it before. Recommendation. I have the music in my ears, so my words are coming out weird. Because I'm thinking on both sides of my brain. But, yeah, Tamala Man, God Provides. Amen. Yeah, God protected me from me yesterday because, like I said, I had my R&B going. Need to cry. I got too many windows open as usual. As usual, nothing else. I have like a newsletter that I send out to the people that I try to connect with at church. And it includes like some of the songs that are the soundtrack to my life. And usually I'll send it out like after a service that we have or something. But that last service that I had, no, that needs to be done verbally and in person. Or it probably does need to be done in writing too, but you know, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Please, for me. I don't know the words of this song. So tonight, I just no more need to fight. Why watch God provide? Okay. No more need to. And a good way to learn songs, I think, too, is if you do Smule. So that's one song I want to learn, God Provides. And I also want to learn you will win, because indeed I will. I think I will win. I got so excited, and I'm so glad God showed me that, I thought my winning basically was based on having this mentor. But no, my winning is based on me putting in my work and my effort and using the resources that God gives me along the way. So I shall win. I shall. I'm also getting together clothing that I wore during the week. Also clearing out my bags where I've collected so many things during the week. I like this. The shackles off my feet, because sometimes the shackles, and I talked about this before, are not just what's on your feet, but it's on what's on your heart and mind, and it prevents you from dancing, singing, smiling, praising. So I can dance. I just want to praise you. I just want to praise you. What do we have in the background? Something that I didn't want in the background. I just want to praise you. I want to praise you. Believe, be free. Well, I guess I could leave it there. Let's go. I just want to praise you, and I want to praise you. We went right down through. So much pressure fell on me. I thought I was gonna lose my mind. No, you wanna see if I would hold on through these trials. Need you to lift this load, 'cause I can't take it no more. Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you. You broke the chains, now I can lift my hands. And I'm gonna praise you. And I'm gonna praise you. Fire and rain, bound in every kind of ways. God has broken every chain, so let me go right now. Take the shackles. Just wanna off my feet so I can dance. I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you. These chains so I can lift my hands. And I wanna praise you. I wanna praise you. Goes off my feet so I can dance. I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you. I can raise my hands. And I wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you. It's off my feet so I can dance. Wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you. I can lift my hands. I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you. So I can dance. I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you. Okay, I know what this is. This is not actual. This is stuff that needs to be. This is all the stuff I need to update on my website. Yeah. Oh, I can lift my hands, and I want to praise you, and I want to praise you. You know what? I just came across my former mentor's card, and God bless him for being obedient to God. But what it made me think of, because I think about how special I felt, because I was like, "Ooh, now I have a contact." And then oops, am I showing all my business? I probably am. Okay, but I was so excited because I was like, "Yeah, I got a contact, blah blah blah," in my heart, But the truth of it is, the same. I remember this boss that I had. It was just, I'm not into non-melanated people for, personal space endeavors. I'll put it that way. And I remember this guy, and what I needed was throw the stuff away once I get it entered. It's good to have a hard copy, but I got too much clutter. And I got distracted because I was supposed to be here going through clothes to find something to wear. Now I'm going through bags, but that's okay. Because I needed to go through the bags because I need to make sure they were clean. Because who wants to carry around a funky bag? You know what I mean? Okay. The Spirit of the Lord is here. The Lord is here. The power of the Lord is here. I feel it in the atmosphere. The power of the Lord is here. The power of the Lord is here. Oh, Lord. All right, I got to focus. I'm trying to find something to wear so I can get going. The Lord is here. The presence of the Lord is here. I can in the atmosphere. Hey, the presence of the Lord is here. The presence of the Lord is here. I might have to throw this dress away if this thing doesn't come out. And that's sad because it's very comfortable and beautiful. It is here. The Spirit of the Lord is here. I feel it in the atmosphere. The Spirit of the Lord is here. The Spirit of the Lord is here. The power of the Lord is here. The power of the Lord is here. I feel it in the atmosphere. Do I dare wear this little short skirt? And the answer is no. I do not. The power of the Lord is here. Sound the alarm. The blessing of the Lord is here. The blessing of the Lord is here. I feel it, sphere. The blessing of the Lord is here. The blessing of the Lord is here. Sound the alarm. Woof, Jesus. The Lord, the Lord. Well, I found a lot of opportunity to wash clothes. That's what I found. The blessing of the Lord, and I'm gonna blessing right now. I can feel the blessing of the Lord, and and I'm gonna get my blessing right now. I can feel the blessing of the Lord, and I'm gonna get my blessing right now. I can feel the blessings of the Lord, and I'm gonna get my blessing right now. The presence of the Lord, and I'm gonna get my blessing right now. Can feel the presence of the Lord, and I'm gonna get my blessing right now. Alright, y'all, I'm doing okay. So I got a load in, which is great, but I still haven't found anything to wear. And I found the piece to my other side of my headphones, so I can have both in, which, you know, for me, pleasure-wise is a good thing because I can completely hear what I'm listening to in full volume. But there you go. Nice. Another second, another minute. I'll see you do it again. Okay, so I haven't gone through all of my clothes, but I've gone through enough. I've gone through enough. Look at the sunlight wall. I've gone through enough for me to kind of have an idea of what I'm going to wear today. So let me see if I can get my eyes on my conditioner. I have like 3 different versions around here somewhere. I see 2 versions. I don't know what the third one is, but that's okay. Conditioner is conditioner. We're going to be okay. So I think I'm going to get cleaned up. And the next time you see me, because we're going to, of course, turn the camera off. Next time you see me, I should be dressed. So that's good. And then we'll start working on some things and, you know, get the flow going. Anyways, so that's where we are. So the laundry was basically clicking out the clothes. Where are we now? 9 o'clock. Perfect. All right, so. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. It usually takes me about 20 minutes just to shower, and 20, 30 minutes, something like that. We're not playing around, we just take care of business, So let us. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. It's gonna work in your favor. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around. It's gonna work in your favor. Yes it is, yes it is. God's gonna midnight hour. Late in the midnight hour. Late in the midnight hour. Late in around. God's gonna turn it around. God's gonna turn it around. God's gonna turn it around. with the background sound because I'm going to listen to my music and be out here. So we're going to turn this all the way up. y'all. So I'm showered and I am dressed, which is awesome. And I'm also thirsty, which is the usual. Um, so as I was showering, I thought about all the different opportunities that I have. And sometimes we have to um, we have to make sure, again, like what the focus video says on, when you go to my channel, that we're allotting our times to the right things. I told you guys, some things don't make sense, but they're not controllable. Like the inner heat that I had doesn't make sense. There's no reason for it, but I had it and it took me back. Also, chasing things that, trying to open boxes that are closed to you. Like I said, that mentor thing, I was like, I got a mentor. I haven't had anybody in my corner to help me with anything, give me advice, feedback. Like I said, even had someone say, I don't have any advice for you. I've had all kinds of things, and I've been looking for mentorship since the legal thing, because I knew that in order for me to survive and thrive, I would need a community. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I'm heard or not. I hope I am. I knew that I would need a community. And this morning I thought about, how when I went to that meeting and I presented and how I left so quickly, I missed a couple of opportunities. I left quickly, immediately after I gave my concerns or shared my portion. And then I came back, and it wasn't until after I reviewed the video afterwards that I saw that, hey, this woman actually made mention to me. She appreciated my program. She appreciated what I had to offer, But I was so jittery. So the lesson I learned from that, do not be afraid. You stand there and you stand full in your presence and who you are. 1. Number 2, I left immediately afterwards. I should not have. I should have been searching every resource. And this is how I missed my opportunities, because I should have talked to that woman. That woman has opportunities for me. Why? Because she said this was a bluegrass festival, right? But she welcomed all types, and she said she had respect for that. She had respect for the fact that I wanted to get the homeless involved. She had respect for the fact that I wanted to get people that have been, victims of the justice system involved. Yeah. So, and I thought about with the event that I was going to have that failed, it didn't really fail. We just didn't get to go through that. I had talked to different people in the street, and I was like, hey, what talents do you have? I was thinking talent show raffle, right? So I need to get in contact with her somehow, some way, and I'll talk to her about that, because then this can succeed. We can make this happen. Also, there was a couple that approached me afterwards. They had all the resources I need, but here I am speaking to brother so-and-so that I see in church every week for the past month and a half, who I saw in his eyes that he supported me for a while. But after last Wednesday, there was no more support, and I don't know what I saw in his eyes this time. It could have been, I can't believe that this woman was this real and these people are treating her this way at the church. Or it could have been number 2, hey, your breath stinks, Maria. that could have been it, or number 3, hey, I'm still at work and you're giving me church hugs. We can't do that here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the situation is, but I'm, if I talk to him on Wednesday, outside of the Bible study, because I'm there for Bible study and I'm there to present myself. But after that, I will tell him, because he asked me when he saw me Wednesday, he says, Maria, what's wrong? He knew that my spirit wasn't the same. He at least knew that about me. But also the other brother that I talked about that knew my first name to give me Chick-fil-A thing, he knew my whole name. And then all of a sudden after Wednesday, he didn't know what I looked like. He didn't know who I was. I was like, what? He actually came and found me to give me that certificate, which I'm sure a lot of the people in church didn't want him to do, but he did it, He did it. And I knew when one of the other brothers talked and I shared with him what I was doing, and he told me to talk to these people, and then it all ended back coming back to him, and I thought he was going to be soft for me because we communicated, But now he does not meet like Judas. I don't know her, So speaking of that, I mean, it's also the glory of God. But I knew, because I told that brother, I said, if it's brother such and such that I talk to all the time, he's not going to be able to stand on his own. If everybody else is in opposition to it, he's not going to be able to stand, So I don't see how that's going to succeed. So I went on to do what I had to do, positive or negative or in between, without him. But I'm going to make this work, God willing. And God is showing me I'm missing my resources. Last time I tried to do the nonprofit thing, well, not even nonprofit, because this was afterwards. This was just me trying to get my newsletter to, the places that, had homeless people, which, I was court ordered to be. And those places turned me down, made me feel like I was nothing. But the city of Miami invited me to bring my stuff there, but I didn't, because I felt like I needed to be accepted here. Perfectionism. You want everybody to accept you. Everybody is not. The devil is alive. It's meant, and when I say the devil, don't mean to demonize anybody. It's just the opposition. There's a such thing as opposition. It's alive and well, and it's there to sharpen you. So you learn from it and you be thankful for it. And I felt like I should have recorded this part separately, but I did not. So how am I going to do this? Oh man, I covered up the timestamps by mistake. That was an important message. Man. I'll just have to say, let me take off the shower port, because I should have updated that already. So when you see this portion that's updated, that's when, there's an important message here, It's an important message about picking and choosing, what you put your credence to, and knowing that there is a such thing as opposition. I'm going to record it here. So anyways, I'm recording now, but I had this message that I wanted to share. I've been live streaming, just living, me just doing my daily thing. But I had a very important message. I was talking about how sometimes we pay attention to the things that, are the opposition, and we give credence to those, but they're not there to be the main character. They're there to be the wind beneath your wings to uplift you. Those things that you find in opposition. I talked about how, and the timestamp is gone from the actual video. Man, I talked about how, I had so many, I was in the shower and I was thinking about the meeting that I had, and I thought about, how there may have been some opportunities that were missed. Well, because it's my first time, I was jittery. No excuses, though, right? Well, it didn't translate as jittery, but, right after I left the floor right after, and I missed the opportunity to hear this woman tell me how she appreciated my program and what I was doing, how she appreciated, and my thing had nothing to do with hers, the arts, same heart, same mind. And if you look at the video, we're similar except we're the opposites. I'm brown with curly hair. She's Caucasian with blonde straight hair. But, the same body type, everything. It's like we were the negatives of each other. Positive negatives, And, she talked about how... she talked about how she had appreciation for my program, how all types of people could come out, everyone was welcome. And I talked about how my event just now, I didn't talk about it there, but I talked about how my event, I had gathered people with all their different talents and things like that. And I still have them in my phone. That's why it's so important for me to get this uploaded, because if I don't, my phone, like I said, is having issues. I might lose all that information, and just be the big flakeozoid, which I'm not trying to be. But, y'all, it's such a blessing. I'm gonna tell you, when you have opposition, or you have things that, you know how to say, you either fear everything and run, or face everything and rise. God made it so I couldn't run. I have no choice but to rise and face it. And had I not left, I would have heard what that woman had to say about me. Yes, there are people talking. There are people talking for good and bad. But the bad that you think you see in here, there are people talking for the good. The art of good. You can scan the QR code to get there. But there are people that are talking for the good. And you missed it because you walked out. You know what I'm saying? You missed it because you walked out. You missed it, And then, I thought about how we could have worked together. They had this festival for them. We could have a festival for us. We're going to do it. I'm going to find out who she is, and I'm going to find her. And we also have to realize people are not in our lives. People may be useful to us. It may be for a second, a moment, a day, maybe 3 days, maybe a week. I've had all of those, right? But we have to understand that God placed those people there for us strategically to get the benefit that we're supposed to get from them and move on and grow past those folks. And I'm ready. I'm ready. God put those people there to give you whatever they need to give you in that moment, because and y'all, this is crazy. So listen, Listen, hold on. And the song is You're Bigger, that's playing right now by Jacqueline Carr. It's because you're bigger. You know what I'm saying? God put that person or place there for you momentarily for you to get what you need to get so that you can grow and go past and above because God has something bigger for you. Woo! So we're gonna get it. I gotta get these contacts uploaded in here because I don't want to lose them because this phone may go away. And I'm going to go get my funds now. Hopefully there's a manager there. I don't know if there is. I hate to walk all the way down there in the hot sun, but I hate to keep calling, making promises or perceived promises. I didn't promise I was coming yesterday, but it was perceived that I was coming yesterday. That I'm going to be there if I'm not, you know. So hallelujah and praise God. And what I wanted to talk about too, that I talked about in the actual live, which is still going on, but I said let me go on and record this part right quick because there's no way to get to it because it's about an hour in. Who's watching an hour into a live stream where ain't nothing really going on? You know what I'm saying? So the other portion of that was, you know, missing my opportunities. That was the one opportunity. That lady still there. I'm about to grab her though. We about to grab her. We about to grab her and bring her in. We're bringing her into the fold. Yes, we are. We're gonna grab her when we get a chance. So we gotta work hard. So it's not hard. Hard is love. We gotta work hearts. But the next thing that I missed the opportunity, that brother from church was there. He intercepted me after the meeting and held me the whole time. He was not letting go. He was not letting go until others passed. And the couple that approached me after, they was trying not to let go either. I thought they were together the way that they were both kind of time each other out. But if these people had been there for me the whole time or in my presence and haven't done anything yet, like I said, if they wanted to, they would. And that goes with individuals too, you know. If they want to, they would. And sometimes God place people there and for a moment. That guy that was there, that brother, for the moment, you know, God put him there to encourage me that somebody likes me, somebody, you know, thinks I'm good. He put his mom there for me so that I would know that, hey, you know, older people respect you. You do have something to offer, you know, whatever. But then God says it's time for you to grow, baby. It's time to go. And we about to go and we got to grow and we about to be bigger, like Jacqueline Carr said. So that's what we about to, so that's where we're going with that. And I'm updating my newsletter with that song too. What was the song? Bigger? Was it Bigger? I think it was. But y'all. And so I am going to take this walk down here in this hot sun. And yes, Lord. We about to do this. We about to take this walk in this hot sun. See if I can get those dividends going. And because I don't want to disappoint, you know. But that's what I'm doing. I'm about to walk up there right now. May I get turned away? Yeah, very well. I may get turned away. And I may just be out there, which I don't want to happen. I should have went yesterday, but y'all know I had issues with my hormones, so I couldn't go until I got that taken care of. And then my common sense kicked in, and it was like, yo, girl, you missing out on, you know, these things that you're supposed to be present for. You know, you are missing out, my honey. So we're not going to miss out. Now I'm kind of disadvantaging myself because I'm going to be going there in the hot sun. I'm going to be all sweaty and stinky after I just showered and bathed. And then I'll have to be back out that way later on today because I am going to that event that you see on the screen. But you guys, don't miss your blessings. Don't miss your blessings trying to stay in this. Woo! Okay, so listen. Hear me out. So, pastor at this particular church, I visit different churches. This is a different church. And the pastor at this particular church said, you know, remember I was a little bit put off because I was like, he said, don't stay parked somewhere you don't need to be. Jesus. Okay, let's talk about that, right? Because the message just hit me. Okay, so don't stay parked where you don't need to be. And I'm touching my face on the screen because I'm pointing at another human being because it's the only one that's here. But don't stay parked where you don't need to be. So in that situation where that meeting was, right? You know, the brother from the church came to me after the meeting and kind of held me and made sure he held me until those other people left, right? Probably because he didn't want me to share the experience that I had, but I'm going to share it. I'm going to talk to I'm reaching out to those people. And the thing was, I was staying parked there with him. Why? Because individually, you know, he showed light in his eyes when we've talked previously, but as y'all know, we've had some situations where that light can be quickly diminished by something someone else says, you know. And then again, God may have put that light in their eyes personally, just so that I could be encouraged for a moment. The light of God shone for a moment, the light of love and peace, agape love, you know. Thank you. But it's time to grow bigger. God put that person there for that moment, interacted with that person in spirit for that moment for me to get the edification that I need. And now it's time to be bigger. You know what I'm saying? It's time to grow and go past that. Don't stay parked where you're not. Don't stay parked there. God didn't mean for you to be parked there. God meant for you to get what you need to get and keep it moving. So that's it. I'll expound on this later, but I'm going to go pick up my things and we're gonna praise God through the whole thing. God has got it. God's got my back for sure. I know for sure He has my back. For sure. But yeah, we're about to make my outing here. What time is it? 9:37.